So we're back for some more Hearthstone, and this time we've got 3 new guys we haven't tried yet. Our Warlock deck was okay, I guess, 4 wins. Trying to break through that barrier here. I think out of these 3, I might want to try the Rogue. It's quite popular, considered to be quite good. Its ability is to summon a dagger, which can be alright under the right circumstances, and it's got some pretty good abilities for removal and control. Okay, so first we have Sun Fury Protector, Questing Adventurer, and Pint-Sized Summoner. These are all okay in my opinion. I think the Questing Adventurer generally does draw a lot of fire, which can be quite handy. But on the other hand, a Pint-Sized Summoner might allow us to get some creatures out if we manage to keep them on the field for a turn, which with the dagger maybe we can do. So I'll take him. Now we have some medium-sized creatures. The Stormwind Knight with Charge can be quite handy. Healing can be okay, and Wind Fury can sometimes be devastating. We don't have anything to boost up the Harpy though, so I think we'll go with the Charge, because that can take the opponent by surprise and gives us some flexibility. Okay, so here we have 3 less useful things. We have all other Murlocs have +1 attack. We're not going to have Murlocs, so not much point in doing that. We don't have many spells, so there's not much point in the Dalaran Mage. So we're just going to have to take a Sinister Strike, even though this is basically a useless card. Okay, so once again the Murloc, not that helpful, but Loot Hoarder and Mad Bomber, both reasonably good. I'm not a fan of the random nature of Mad Bomber myself. I like to rely more on my admittedly limited skills. So I think I'll go with the Loot Hoarder, because drawing cards is a good thing. Ooh. Assassin's Blade or Acidic Swamp Ooze. Not much point in the Iron Beak Owl, though it has silence. Doesn't always help that much. Acidic Swamp Ooze can destroy an opponent's weapon, which can be quite good, but we probably want to have the Assassin's Blade because it's a good weapon. Okay. Return a friendly minion to hand, it costs 2 less. That can be handy sometimes. Charge is okay. Deadly Poison can make a big difference. I think we'll go with the Deadly Poison. Okay. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth going with the Murloc just because we seem to be drawing quite a few. So out of these, not much point in the Cold Light Oracle, not much point in the Ancient Watcher, but the Head Crack can be quite good because if we combo it, it goes back into our hand. So we can just keep doing this in like mid to late game, maybe win just by pounding away at them. Okay. Flesh-Eating Ghoul, whenever a minion dies game 1 attack, can be pretty good. But Fan of Knives because it's a little bit of air of effect, which I think we need more. Dalaran Mage, we don't have many spells. This might count as a spell though. I don't know. But well. Okay. Frostwolf Grunt is not a very good taunt. Norwest Engineer is an okay card, lets you draw a card, but I think the Venture Co Mercenary could be quite handy for us, because we might be able to keep control of the field. Okay, Mind Control Tech can be quite good if you're down, but you know it's situational. The SI7 Agent can combo to deal 2 damage, which is better in my opinion. Not much point in the Gadget Sand guy. Okay, Spellbreaker is generally considered to be pretty good, and it was also known as Inventor, who's pretty good for drawing a card, but I think we'll go for the Silence. Because the 4-3 for 4 is okay, and the Silence can make a big difference. Okay. We have to bring an Assassinate essentially because we're mage. The other ones are both reasonably good as well. He's essentially a 6-6 for 5. And the Acidic Swamp Ooze destroy a weapon is always a good ability. But Assassinate's essential for a rogue deck. Spell damage, we're not going to take him. Dragon Mechanics, okay. 4-5 for 4. But I think the Gorobashli Berserker, we don't have much of a means to power him up. Well actually yeah, that might be a bit too much of an issue because we can't really damage him. Maybe it would be better to go for the Dragonling Mechanic for more manpower. Okay, so we have Shadow Step, Defiance Ringleader and Deadly Poison. Defiance Ringleader is pretty cheap for what he gives us, so I think at the moment we're going to get him. There's rumours that he's going to be nerfed, because his ability is pretty good. You get a 2-1 and a 2-2 for 2 if you play another card. So that's pretty fantastic. Okay, so we've got the Stormpike Commando, the Ironforge Rifleman and the Razorfen Hunter. they're okay. I think out of the three, the Wraithfen Hunter's probably the best for us, because we don't really want to pay 5 for a 4-2. So we'll bring him. Oh, we can bring another Defias Ringleader. He's better. The Lepinome is not that great. Gobashi Berserker can be good, but once again, we have no means of damaging him on a turn. So the Defias Ringleader is probably most efficient. Okay, so we get the draw card, but this one will let us deal 1 damage and draw a card. This one gives us a 2-1 creature, but that's not always that fantastic. So I think Shiv might be better. Okay, so Dread Courser is alright for us because we may have a weapon. But, I mean, our normal weapon only has 1 attack, so that would make him a 3-3 for 3, which isn't great. Direwolf Alpha is okay if we had a lot of creatures out, but Chillwind Yeti is a solid pick, and I think we'll bring him. Okay, another Gobashi Berserker is being offered, the Lepinome, which we don't want. Backstab though is a great card, deal 2 damage for 0, good for comboing, we'll bring that. Okay, so Gadget Sand Auctioneer again, we're not going to bring him I think. Mana Wraith, all minions cost 1 more, that's alright, because it affects everyone, but I think the Emperor Cobra, which it can be guaranteed to remove anything it fights, can be quite good. Okay, we do have an absence of taunt, I'm noticing, so we're probably going to have to deal with that. Magma Rager dies a bit easily due to his 1 health. The Stormwind Knight can be quite handy with his charge, but we need a taunt now I think, so we'll bring the Ironfur Grizzly. Okay, so we get a charge, Reckless Rocketeer. Ancient Brewmaster will bring something back to our hand, but Eviscerate, deal 2 damage or 4 damage is probably better. Here we have Fairy Dragon, Priestess of Elune or Shiv. Fairy Dragon's pretty good for 2, though we do have Defias Ringleaders, Loot Hoarder, Pint-Sized Summoner, so I think we'll go with the Shiv for drawing a card and doing 1 damage. Okay, so we haven't got much in the late game either, so it might be a good idea for us to get maybe Sprint to let us draw 4 cards, might level the playing field back for us, it's probably worth getting. Dread Courser once again, our weapon doesn't have that much attack, so we have either the 2-2 Raid Leader, which is okay, minions have +1 attack, or the Iron Beak Alpha Silence. I think we'll get the Raid Leader even though it's slightly more expensive. Okay, we can get a big creature here maybe. We could get a Core Hound for 7, 9/5. It's pretty good. Dies a bit easily, but the 9 damage could be pretty intimidating. Though we have nothing at 6, so Boulder Fist Ogre might be better. He has more health. Okay, so said we wanted another taunt, so I think we'll get the taunt. Here we have the options of Betrayal and Eviscerate or Stormwind Knight. I think another Eviscerate would be quite handy. Betrayal can be good in certain situations though. It might help us turn the thing around. Maybe we'll bring the Betrayal actually. Okay, so Vanish returns all minions to their owner's hands. Might be good if we're losing. Wind Fury Harpy will let us deal more damage, but I think we'll get the return all minions to their owner's hands. Blade Flurry would be good if we had a more powerful weapon, but we don't. Pint-Sized Summoners let us summon minions more cheaply, which would be okay, but Headcrack's probably better. Let's just deal some damage to the enemy hero. Well, is it good though? Maybe we should go with the Pint-Sized Summoner, just to make other guys cheaper. So we've got a bit of a front heavy deck in my opinion, but that's okay. We'll give it a go. See if we can pick up some wins. The wait time's 0 to 1 second, but somehow we've already waited 11. Let's see what we're up against. Ah, it's a paladin. This could get annoying. Probably gonna have a lot more creatures than me. So initially, backstab, headcrack, Chillwind Yeti. Not that useful. And we're going first, which isn't ideal either. But let's see what we can get. Deadly Poison, Sinister Strike, SI7 Agent. Not great. So I'm going to look like a complete noob playing this card. Hopefully that'll allow him to a full sense of security. Say hello after stabbing him, as is the tradition of a rogue, of mage. What can we do here? I think we might as well summon a dagger, but no point attacking. We can use the deadly poison if we have to. So he's got a combo ability, which means that if we play another card and then play him, we get to do that as well. So in this case, we'd be able to deal 2 damage, which could be quite handy. Shiv will let us do 1 damage. Let's see what he's putting out. He's used the coin, so it'll be something costing 3. Oh, the Imp Master. That is an annoying card. We've got a Shiv and some poison. With the poison we can bring him down to 1, so he'd die the next turn, which might be okay. It'll cost us a few cards though, but I guess it's worth it. And we'll draw a card with the Shiv. Maybe I should have killed the other one. That might have been an error. Oh well. I was tempted to say oops there, but I don't know how big an error it was. So we have a 3 damage up our sleeve at the moment. Still with our dagger. Summoning the old 1/1. Standard exercise. How are we going to deal with this? So we have in our hand a 2/2, a 2/3, and we can deal 3 damage at the moment. We could charge a knight in to kill one. That might be okay. Let's go with that. Maybe not ideal. Hard to judge. Pint-sized summoner, if it goes out, will make him cost 2, so we could play both of them. Might be worth it. Oh god. And it stores his health. It's a bit irritating. Alright, so that'll draw the fire, hopefully, of his True Silver Champion. If I play that, that would be okay. We could get the Dragonling mechanic out. What's the best way of playing this? We can get 2 damage and kill his thing. Probably want to draw his fire is the problem. We could just shiv that one creature for another card, which might be alright. Let's go for that, I guess. Because hopefully one of them will take his True Silver Champion. Okay. He's building up a lot of cards though. So he's got his 4/1 healing available to him. Our pint-sized summoners will let us put out things faster, but that might not necessarily be that helpful. Oh dear. So we'll have 6, and these will make things cost. Then we'll have 2, and he'll cost 1. That'll probably be okay. And we'll have the sprint the next turn. So maybe we'll go with that. Does he not make creatures? The first minion I play. Oops. Error. Let's bring him down to 1 then. That was a mistake. All ready for me. You'll have to kill one of my guys though. Oh, restoring its health. Interesting. I thought he would go for getting rid of my creatures, but I guess not. So that means that I can put down the Dragon Mechanic for just 2. Should be pretty solid. Then the SI7 agent can bring him down to 1 health. In which case we can kill him. What's the best way of doing this? It's probably best just to take that hit. And then I guess we should attack. Summon another blade. Might as well, because we had the mana. He might have a consecration, in which case we'll be in serious trouble. About to find out. What's he going for here? We're running out of cards compared to him, but we have sprint next. It'll cost us a turn, essentially. But it will allow us to play on, essentially. Otherwise we'd probably have lost already. He doesn't know we have it, so he might just think I have the card advantage. I've already won. Taunt Divine Shield. That's a problem. What's the best way of dealing with this? I could hit him. Phantom Knives, then try and kill him. I think that's probably okay. It'll cost us our sprint this turn. But it's probably worth it. Phantom Knives does 1 damage. Might as well put out the Warden now then. We're not going to have any creatures for now, so we might as well finish them off. Summon another blade. Well, that took out a lot of my creatures. Oh, maybe he's got something which can kill something here. Yeah, pretty good. Hammer of Wrath. Emperor Cobra can kill my Warden, unfortunately. What we're going to go with is we're going to sprint for some more cards. None of those were that helpful. We could kill him with an Eviscerate. Seems like overkill, or we could summon more creatures, which is probably the best move. Problem is, he won't die at the moment. I could hit him. It's only creatures which die to his poison, I suppose. He'll lose 1 health attacking at the moment. So we might as well as just suck it up. We can always attack next turn if we have to. Yep, let's got rid of our taunt. Our deck is limited in terms of taunt, unfortunately. Oh, he's put on a secret. Probably going to bring it back to life. He's got a True Silver Champion as well. Who's he going to attack? A creature. It's probably going to bring it back to life, I reckon. Guess we have to go for it though. Effective. This rate will deal 2 damage to kill him if I needed to. I think we do need to. At least we know he's not going to come back. And then we can hit him, I suppose. Might as well. And then what we're going to do is, we've got 8 mana, put that down, he'll cost 3 more, so Death Rattle first. And then Venture Co-Mercenary. One of our only big creatures. Ooh, Argent Commander, pretty solid. He's giving him +4/+4 to instantly kill us. That is not good at all. Oh, is he going for our death rattle? Well, at least we got a card out of it, I guess. What can we do here then? He has 6 health, so can't kill him instantly. We could return him to his hand, which seems like a good idea. Or we could silence him. I guess we want to go with the silence to test it out. Yeah, that worked okay. And then we can backstab him to get rid of him. It's probably worth it. Can head crack our opponent and then bring it back, which I think is worth it under the circumstances. That should come back to our hand later. We can hit him and summon back our blade. No creatures, of course. So we are in trouble. Can get rid of creatures for 1 turn as a delaying action. So you have an optional delaying action. Change the enemy minion's attack to 1. That's pretty awkward. Guess we should summon all the cards, send all the cards back to their hands. Or we should attack first, I guess. Don't know what happens to him when we do that, but I think we have to do it to save our own lives. There we go. And then we can head crack them back, I suppose. Yeah. And then we'll attack him. It's pretty even, this game. Oh, that's pretty damn good. What are we going to do to deal with that? Guess we have to assassinate him. I don't know how my opponents get legendary so often, because I've never drawn a legendary, I think, in Arena. It is a problem. I think we have to assassinate that. And then what can we do? We can deal 6 damage at the moment, which is pretty annoying. We can kill 2 of them with a betrayal. We can do a fair amount of damage with that. I think in this case we might have to put down the Grizzly and do a betrayal. And then I guess we should attack one of the... attack him, I guess. Oh dear, we're in trouble. Definitely in trouble now. That legendary. It's really ruined my day. One 5. Oh my god. That's a good card. How can we just gain +1/+1? Oh, all minions he summons are getting +1/+1. That is incredibly bad for us. I guess we can bring down our Chillwind Yeti. We probably want to silence him, let's be honest. Then we need to, might as well do the head crack. I think he's got us here. There's not much we can do. Oh well, we'll let him finish us off, I think. There's not much we could do. The fact that he has had a legendary just annoys me so much, because I've just never had one ever in Arena. And just running into them is just like insane. I thought we did okay though. We fought him pretty close.